what are the blocks? What does your story sound like? What are some of those barriers to you letting in amazing joy? Joy is something you cannot make happen, you guys. You can't make it happen. You can't put it on your to-do list and then check a box and have joy, which is why it's so elusive for people who are used to just doing things the old way of forcing, pushing, making stuff happen. Motherhood isn't all like that. You've got to be able to trust. You've got to be able to intuit. You've got to be able to kick back. You've got to be able to believe that you can have certain things. You've got to be in control of your emotions, in charge of how you feel, in order to be able to find joy. I'm so happy to be with you here today and can't wait to dive into this topic, which is how to live a joyful, expansive life as a mom. It didn't just happen before motherhood. Isn't just available to those people who do not have children. It is also available to us, we who have children. What I want to start off with is this idea that some of us have that gets in the way, that prevents us as mothers, as women, from feeling joyful. And what does that even mean? It means like from laughing with our kids, from laughing at them, enjoying them, from being able to sit back and feel relaxed in our bodies. A story that we tell as moms, I can't do that because, or I can't have that, or I can't be that right now. I can't achieve that right now because I'm a mom or I have kids at home. Now, for some of you, this is an okay story to tell because you're connected to your sense of self. You know who you are. You believe in yourself. You have a strong identity, and career is a great example. Many ambitious career women or people who are clear about their purpose can take that short hiatus when kids are really young. If you feel clear something you want to do is to spend the uninterrupted time with your kids and just then go back to career or revamp career and contribute professionally. And that feels good to you and it's an aligned choice. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is those times where we feel, I can't, or there's not enough, or I'm not enough, or I don't have it in me. That feeling, it's a feeling of lack, of not having enough, not being enough. It's a feeling that's very negative. It's low, it's heavy, it sucks, it literally sucks your energy. That feeling, there's a story there. And it sounds like, I can't do that because, or I can't be that now because my kids are home, we're quarantined because of COVID, or because my husband works out of the house, or we don't have family nearby, or I don't have support. When we hear ourselves telling the story that says, I can't do this because, or there's not enough of whatever, or I can't have that because, and you insert whatever excuse it is, and when you take a step back and you look, it's mostly always like because I'm a mom, because of motherhood, because I created this family the way I did. Okay, so look at that chasing of the tail loop, you guys. How could anything new or different ever come into that cycle? It can't. It can't. It's a closed loop. Think about how you feel and drop this in the chat. How do you feel, or the comments, when you tell yourself a story or when you're just imagining the one I'm telling now? I can't do that because my family doesn't live nearby, or I can't have that because I don't have the support I need. What's the emotion on that story? So we have our thoughts, we have our emotions. What's the feeling or the vibe of that story? Well, how does it make you feel is another way to say it. When you tell this story, when you think those thoughts, when you hear yourself saying to a friend or your mom or griping at your partner, I just can't do it. I can't do it. I used to be the queen of I can't do it. I hung out there a lot, and I know how heavy those feelings were for me to hold, and I know where they lived in my body, and I know how much it sucked my energy. It's huge energy suck. And so many of you who I get on the phone with, you're exhausted. Moms are exhausted. This is a huge problem that we're facing Things are way out of scale and way out of balance, and we are holding way more than is healthy, way more than we should, way more than we should. And you know what? It's not anybody else's fault. We're doing it. We're choosing it. We're signing up for it. I'm not. Oh my God. Sometimes I do still. It's so painful. But you know, at least I know I just did that. I chose that. I relinquished my rights right there. I unconsciously sacrificed myself. You know, that's how it goes. And then we feel like crap. And when we're feeling like crap, we want to look around and blame everybody else and make all the excuses for why we feel the way we do, because this, that, and the other. Okay, are you with me? Like, oh my God, I made these choices. I built this life. I envisioned this, but now I'm here. It doesn't match the vision. I don't know how to get there. And so I feel like I'm broken. I feel like my life is broken. I feel scared. I feel scared that I'm not going to be able to shift and turn the tide. Okay. And all the while you're like treading water alone. That's what we do. That's what we do in motherhood. That's what we do as women. We're just treading water alone. And we think like that's how we have to do it, because what never occurs to us is I can give to me in a new way. I can create something new and different, or I can resource and learn. I can access new learning, right? I can get the help that I need, that it can show up for me. I can receive it. I can let it in. Resources will come to me when I'm believing I can have the thing I want. Other than that, they can't come in. I really want you to say in the comments, what's your feeling or your emotional state that happens to you when you are noticing that you're telling the old story. And the old story is the one that says, I can't have that because, or I can't be that or do that now because, and it's kind of global. It's not like I can't do the whatever stupid stuff. I can't do this house chore right now because I've got that task. I'm not talking tasks. I'm really talking about becoming. Like, these are the outcomes you want. These are the visions of your life and your family that you're wanting to call in. You're wanting to manifest, but you believe it can't happen because, okay, it's a self-created or inherited mental block, limitation. The only limits on our experience are the limitations of our own imagination. The only limits are the ones we believe are real. I talk to so many women who go like, I've been in therapy for so long, or I tried counseling, it didn't work for me, or I've been doing a million things for my health and I'm still exhausted and no one's found the root cause of what's going on for me. There are all kinds of physiological problems that are in circulation, all kinds of emotional problems and diagnoses that we're walking around with, believing they're real, accepting them, and investing in them. We're investing thoughts in them. We're investing feelings in them. We're giving our energy to them. We're giving our time and attention to the problems. And there's nothing inherently wrong about that. But what you've got to know and understand in order to help yourself is that flowing attention and energy to the problem itself keeps you in the problem. It keeps you focused on the problem. Now, without going too far into what I teach in my program, I'll just say we can't ignore the problem to fix it. We can't do that. We can't just I'm just going to see the light and pretend that all is well. We have patterns set up that are in motion. It's like dominoes falling. And we get up and we go, today's going to be a great day. And we've got that whole line of dominoes, that amazing, beautiful snake. It goes around our whole lives, through every room, every corner of our minds. And we start the day and we go through the first hour and things are good. And then suddenly we trip over an old familiar thought or feeling. As circumstance happens, exactly, the kids start fighting. That's a perfect example. The kids start fighting, and what happens? We kick that domino. We kick it, and boom, the whole thing falls. And we're watching the train jump the tracks, and crash into the ditch. And we can't stop it from happening. The dominoes are just going to fall. The momentum is happening in that direction, right? So it could be anything. It could be a tone of voice from your partner. It could be a look, an eye roll from a partner or a kid. It could be some feedback that is hard for you to receive that triggers that I'm not enough. It could be that, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, one more thing on the plate. Like the things are stacking and I can't keep up and I'm getting behind and I can't be present. I'm supposed to be present, but I can't be present because the tasks are overwhelming. So on and on and on and on. And then suddenly, where are you? You are not in today is a great day. You're not in there because your old habitual emotional place is activated. It's going. Okay, so the thing I want to explain to you all is, and really want you to take yourselves off the hook about, because I talk to so many women who are trying to do it alone. You cannot heal deeper levels of emotion and thought by yourself. You just can't. I can't. You can't. No, we cannot do it alone. Transformation doesn't happen in a vacuum, and we cannot heal alone. These are like simple truths. So if you are beating yourself up because you've seen someone to help you focus on the problem more, like that's what you got out of therapy. Someone analyzed the problem, and so you went deeper into analyzing, and you went higher into living from the neck up, and you didn't get into your body at all. You didn't have anyone show you where to unblock emotions that are stuck. You didn't have anyone help you tolerate being in your body more and then turn it into a really lovely, relaxing, safe place to be. Nobody showed you that. That is not your fault. We have to do all those things in order to create lasting change. So if we've only done the mental piece, or we've only done the emotional piece, or we've only done the energy piece, or only done the physical body piece, we're kind of grasping at straws. And the thing about creating real and sustainable change so that we can let in joy, so that we can have an amazingly expansive, blissful, joyful, connected life, is that we have to heal in all those places. And they've got to be in line. So if you're just doing work in one area, then of course you're going to spin wheels and you're going to feel so frustrated. And then what you might do, if you're prone to this, is start beating yourself up. Oh my God, I can't even do this. I can't even make it 1 hour after declaring what kind of day I'm going to have. I'm a total failure. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. You know what that does? 1, it beats you down. 2, it takes from your kids the last bit of like light in you that they're looking for. It creates such a heaviness in your home. It will repel your partner if you have a partner. Nobody wants to be with somebody who's like, I suck, right? We feel that way about our partners. They feel that way about us. We want to be so loving and compassionate of ourselves that we can give our partners compassion. We want to be so loving and understanding of our own experience that we can love and understand our kids' experience. Okay, are you still with me? So we have to be able to get beyond our past emotions and stories of I can't, I'm not good enough. And we have to be willing to unhook from that quasi-satisfying experience or habit of stacking the reasons why we can't. And I can tell you, I talk to women every week who say, I feel totally trapped. Trapped. I'm in a life where I have no support or respect. If I want to break from it, I have to literally run away from home, leave the house. The key and why I'm here is that unless you know better, you're creating these things, right? So I'm here to help you raise consciousness around this so that you know and can take new action. You can take new and different action. So we have to get beyond the past stories, which means getting beyond the habit the body is in to feel like crap, the habit the body is in to be exhausted, the habit the body is in to feel negative emotions. These are habits. They're not our personality. If we practice them long enough, they're our personality. Personality is not something that is fixed. It's not fixed. Our personality is a result of what we're thinking and what we're feeling over time. And that can absolutely shift. But the only person who can do that work to shift it is you, for you. But you need help. You can't do it alone. So don't expect yourself to be able to do it alone. You need somebody who can guide you and show you what you can't see and give you the structure and the plan to show you what to do first and then next and then next. And then with that how, you can start taking action and seeing that what you're doing is making a difference and what you're doing is working. If we want to see different results, meaning if we want our partner to show us more love, if we want our kids to be more affectionate, if we want to be able to drop in and be really present with our friends, even with our kids, with our families, if we want those things, then we have to change what we're bringing to the table, what we're bringing into the equation. And we do that by clearing the old junk out of the channels so that when we peel back the layers to the truth of who we are, the truth of who we are, our highest self, our best self, what's most true for us, then we bring that to consciousness and we start making choices and taking actions in alignment with who that version of you is. Do you want more laughter in your home? Do you want to feel alive and on purpose? Do you want to trust yourself more? So removing that like time wastage, rushing around, second guessing, staying up late at night, replaying conversations you had. Do you want to just, are you ready to just burn that? That would be self-trust, confidence. Maybe you just want to burn the overwhelm. You're done with overwhelm. You're done with how it destroys your family. You're done with how it ruins your day, how it sucks your energy. You're done with overwhelm. So what do you want in place of that? I just want to encourage any of you to tune into yourself during this talk. Really feel what's coming up for you, and taking notes is always a good idea. Tune into what's coming up for you. What are the blocks? What does your story sound like? What are some of those barriers to you letting in amazing joy? Joy is something you cannot make happen, you guys. You can't make it happen. You can't put it on your to-do list and then check a box and have joy, which is why it's so elusive for people who are used to just doing things the old way of forcing, pushing, making stuff happen. Motherhood isn't all like that. You've got to be able to trust. You've got to be able to intuit. You've got to be able to kick back. You've got to be able to believe that you can have certain things. You've got to be in control of your emotions, in charge of how you feel, in order to be able to find joy. And you also can't find it by going looking for it. You have to have the other components in place that allow for joy. And those are respect, those are presence, unconditional love, appreciation, forgiveness, so many things that stack up, that magical formula that opens us to joy. So for any of you here that hear this and think, oh my God, I'm really ready I want to find out if what I'm stuck in, if what's going on for me can really be solved here, then reach out to me. Reach out to me, book a clarity call. I'll have a chat with you and we'll see if what's going on for you is something I can help you solve. And would be more than happy either way to love on you and give you lots of support and love and direction. And if I can't help you, then I always have other ideas and recommendations, and we'll point you in the right direction or give you some ways to help yourself and prepare for that next step. All right, lots of love to you, conscious mothers. Take care of you. See you again soon.